for the greatness. If you feel great, then just say it. Life is what you make it. Life is what you make it.
Today's topic is the lottery. All right? And is the lottery something that you should even get into? Is it a money pit, or is it actually something that could bring money back into your life, right? Is it worthwhile, or is it really a waste? Is it really straight gambling? Now, I'm not gonna say it's not a gamble, okay? It is a gamble. Doing the lottery is a gamble, all right? But so is the stock market. The way I like to look at it is, it's a stock market, all right? So that's how the lottery is, in my opinion. So if you play the lottery, it's the stock market. If you cannot afford to lose the money, do not put the money into the market. I look at each number almost as an individual company, all right? And in order really to get your payout, your companies have to win for the day, all right? So when your company wins consecutively, right? So you got to have 2 companies, 3 companies, 4 companies, right? Pick 5, cast 5, whatever, right? Those are the companies, right? And only 3 companies collectively in any order can hit. If you hit it straight, you get more. So if you pick the companies that's going to be first place, second place, and third place, or fourth place, you know, depending on how many placements it is for these companies, that is how you get paid, all right? If you say, hey, look, these companies to me looks like they're going to be doing well, I'm going to put my money in these companies, but I don't have any particular order. So I'll just say, look, I think that these companies are going to do well today, which is the numbers, and you choose those numbers, you get paid out. Now, this is the problem. The problem is, just like the stock market, you don't put money in the stock market and get your money back the same exact day, all right? That's the only difference with the lottery. Some people anticipate, hey, I gotta get my money back the same day. Man, you gotta look at it this way, right? When you invest in Apple, let's say Apple, right? One share of Apple could be $111, all right? $111 for a share of Apple. For the lotto, you just get 50 cents. It's 50 cents, okay? It's 50 cents a share. But the share is broken up into individual companies, all right? Now you can say it's 1,000 companies if you're planning to pick 3, or 100 companies if you're planning to pick 2, or 10,000 companies if you're playing pick 4. But I don't look at it that way. I look at it as it's 10 companies, 0 through 9. It's 10 companies. All right? And to pick 3 or to pick 4, one company can be the best in these categories, right? So let's say we give it categories, all right? Let's say all these companies that's out there perform the same type of businesses, right? So you can make these companies any kind of companies you want to, but it's like, give you an example. Let's say art. Let's say it's an art company, and then you have pick 3. You got canvases, you got brushes, you got paints. So the question is, what company is going to have? Let's say the first slide is, what company has the best canvas, right? You got company 0 or company 9, right? 0 through 9 companies make canvases. Then you have companies 0 through 9 that makes paint brushes. And then you have company 0 through 9 that also makes the paint. Now, some days, one company has a better brush than the other, or has better sales of brushes. Let's say that the brushes and everything is equal, right? So the value of each brush is equal, right? But the advertising power of each company is different. So the sales each day is different. So who has the best sales in the morning for canvases? Who has the best sales at night for the canvases? Okay? So that's the way I like to look at it. So when you start looking at it as an investment opportunity like stock, then if you can't afford it, like I say, don't put it in there. People cannot act like they do not lose money in the stock market. All right? People lose money in the stock market. You can lose money starting a business, right? Everything, if you want to look at it, everything is a gamble. Starting your own business is a gamble. It's a gamble because you're betting on yourself. You're betting on the opportunity of providing a service for people. So the gamble is, will they buy? Will they be interested? Will it be enough to gain the attention and hold the attention? All right? So that's here to say this. When you play a number, right? Or when you pick your stocks, if you keep changing your stock every single option, you're chasing a ghost almost, right? So when I say you're chasing the ghost, you basically not being consistent with that company. You wishy-washy. You don't believe in these companies in the first place. Because if you did, you'll hold these companies, right? So if you think that, say, Zero is the best canvas creator, even if on the first attempt on Zero as the best canvas provider, and it doesn't come out to be that Zero is the best canvas provider for that day or for that morning or for that evening, you in turn abandon the company. You abandon the company, right? So instead of how it happens in the real world, well, actually, it kind of still is the same. It's a fee, right? So whenever you do trades, to my understanding, unless things has changed, if you change your stock every single day, you're gonna lose money unless the stock make money. So if the stock did not make any money that day, and you decide, hey, I want to leave this company, I want to take my money out, there's a broker fee. So there's a fee for interacting with the funds that's inside there. So the handling, it's like shipping and handling, right? So the brokerage fee is going to start tearing down the asset, meaning that the money, the liquid asset that you have is not going to be as much. So let's say it's a $3 fee, like an ATM. All right, so you buy Apple stock for $111. Then the next day you say, hey, I don't want to do Apple stock no more. I want to take my stock out of Apple and put it in Microsoft. It might be a $3 fee, $5 fee, depending on what kind of broker you have. You know, it's going to cost you. So now you have $108. But the stock didn't really go down. It didn't go up either. It's still at $111, but you got to pay that broker fee. All right, so you're losing money by not letting it sit long enough. So that's the same thing with the numbers. If the number does not sit long enough, you're gonna lose money. All right, it's not a guarantee that it's gonna win either. It's not a guarantee that your company is going to come out. But you know what everybody has generally when they start doing investing, they create portfolios. All right, now a portfolio is more like having a multiple group of companies. You know, if one company is not doing good, another company may be doing better. All right, so that's the same thing with the lottery. All right, so if you abandon, you lose. If you don't have enough money to go for the long haul, you lose. If you do have the money and you do not stick to it, you lose, because you're chasing the ghost. You keep trying to figure it out. I gotta figure it out, right? Now I figured it out. To be honest with you, I figured it out. I have multiple different ways of doing it. My people be always asking me, well, if you know it, why don't you use it all the time? Because every time I give it to somebody, it hits. They always make their money. They always get their money back from the purchase of the program. And they say, well, if it's making them money, why in the world aren't you using it? Well, the only reason is not because I'm an idiot, which is kind of idiotic of me, but it's not because I'm an idiot. It's because my mind says it's a better way to do it. If that works, let me try this. If that works, let me try this. Right? So it's a better way, an easier way, a cheaper way to do it, because everybody can't afford the best way, right? And it's not even the best way, it's just the faster way, all right? Because the more money you put up, the more likely one of those companies is going to be good. But the problem with putting up a lot of money is it's unsustainable for somebody who doesn't have it. It takes money to make money in the lottery, all right? If you do not have the money for it, do not go head over heels and just go all the way in. Some people, you know, they be years in on one number. Years in, you know. Think about it. 50 cents for the pick 4 get you $2,500, right? $2,500. Now let's look at the numbers on that, right? So if it's $2,500 for 50 cents, if you're not willing to put up $2,500 to get your money back, then you're going to lose. Now look at it this way, all right? If you look at it this way, statistically speaking, all right, because I got the formulas and stuff that I'm going to definitely drop, but I'm just trying to give you statistics, numbers, right? Because that's what the stock market is about too, statistic numbers, buying, what's trending and all this, right? So statistically speaking, $2,500 spent on 50 cent plays is 5,000 plays. You hear that? It's 5,000 plays. It's 365 days in a year. All right? It's 365 days in a year. That means if you play twice, okay, you play twice a day, that same number, that is 0, carry the 1, 12, 13, carry the 1, alright, 6, 7. So guess what? It's 730, okay? 730. Alright? 5 plus 5 is 10. Carry the 1. Alright? 6 plus 6 is 12. Plus 1 is 13. Carry the 1. 3 plus 3 is 6. Plus 1 is 7. 730. Alright, so that's 730 plays. That means even if you go for 5 years playing this ticket, even if it didn't hit in 5 years, you hear me? In 5 years, even if you didn't hit, you still have the potential of getting all your money back. And that next year, in 6 years, you can just get your $2,500 back. But who wants to do all that? Now imagine though, right? Imagine that you use the systems that I have appropriately and take away the anticipation of that urgency. Don't play the lotto under distress. Do not play under distress. That sometimes makes you erratic in your behavior of your choices, okay? Meaning you're just grasping at straws, and once you grasp at the straws, you might be disappointed that your number didn't come out the first day or the first time, and then at night you do not replicate what you did the first time. And because you did not do that and was not consistent, the potential that will come out, because that's everybody's story. Everybody in their lifetime has always said, man, I played that joint for like 4 days and then I stopped. And then on the 5th day, it came out exact. I'm like, so why didn't you play it? Because it wasn't coming out. Well, how much does it cost? It's 50 cents or $1. Okay? And for the pick 3, 50 cents get you $2.50 straight. $1 get you 500 straight. 50 cents it get you $80 any order for $1, and then it gets you $40 any order for 50 cents. Then you have the pick 2. If you're in VA and a couple of other places, it'll be $1 get you $50. 50 cents to get you $25. Now, the thing is, when you look at it and say, I would just go ahead and play it for $500, because $25 is no money. $25 is no money. And then I would rather pay for $250 to $500 again, because $40 and $80 is no money. What you do is you put yourself in the conundrum state, because the eye, it's like going grocery shopping hungry. All right, that's one of the worst things you can do, especially if you're on a budget. If you're on the budget, make sure you eat. Make sure you eat before you go buy groceries. If you are on a budget and are concerned about conserving your money and spending it rightly when buying food, do not go hungry. Because what you're going to do is you're going to buy way more food than you absolutely need. You're going to buy unnecessary things, and then you're going to have a whole bunch of unnecessary stuff. It's just like going out to eat. You go to a fast food restaurant and you hungry, like you haven't had no food all day long. You're going to overspend. You're going to buy things that you're not going to finish, and you're going to get the largest fries, and then you're going to be eating, and then you're going to get full fast, and then you're going to be disappointed. But it happens because your eyes be so big, like, oh, I got to try this, or that's new, I got to get that, I ain't never had this before, and you got the money on you. You're going to spend the money on excess product. So that's the thing about doing the 500, because all you're doing is saying, oh, if I catch it, and you keep switching and you don't stay consistent. The thing is, for $1 you get how many tries? 500, right? For 50 cents, how many tries? 500. 500 attempts. That means that's a whole entire year plus a couple of months, right? It's 365 days in a year. So even if you pay $1 every single day on this one number, you got over a year for that number to come out. If you're doing this strict.
Performing with the orchestra named Paris,
all right, but look,
conducting the violin concerto number 3, opus 61.
I'm gonna teach y'all, if you want to learn, got a channel that's gonna be based for the lottery. I'm gonna pop in and out on the Enlightened Illumination channel, just to keep y'all tuned, because I know a lot of y'all do play the lottery. So, introduction to my vision of what the lottery is. Y'all stay tuned.